Here we go. Oh man.
Man, y'all already know what's going on, man. Me and Jit, man, y'all better give us respect, man. And this the biggest thing going on, man. It's the whole new, hey, man, y'all gonna see what's up. Oh, man, what it is, Jit?
We're gonna get to it, but I actually want to. We've talked a lot about some Memphis stuff, but I want to start out with, just kind of. I know a lot of people know about you, but for the people that's living under a rock, um, talk about you just growing up in Memphis real quick, and just
Oh,
like your early
man.
days. I don't know if you heard me or not.
No, I ain't hear you right now. Let's say it again.
My bad. I was saying, how was it growing up, in Memphis though, like the early days for people that's living under a rock that don't know about Stan G.
Man, I'm gonna keep it real, bro. Growing up in Memphis, man, like I'm gonna keep it always G with you, Jet. Like it was half and half with me. Like I growed up straight in the trenches, you know what I'm saying, North Memphis, the Black Haven. But then like my later years, like after 16, and like up in them ages, that's when I moved to East Memphis. And East Memphis is more like a mediocre type of city, you know what I'm saying? I mean, type of part of Memphis, you know what I'm talking about? It's the people who doing good and it's the people who, you know what I'm saying, barely making it. But, it was rough growing up. But as I got to my later years and my teens, I moved to a mediocre, you know what I'm talking about? Like, some people were getting it, some people weren't. It still was drug selling, you know what I'm talking about? It still was folks out there really in the streets and East Memphis, but at the same time, I still came over there and took over because I was straight from the hood. And when I was straight from the hood, everybody gravitated to me. I made a whole lot of money, you know what I'm talking about, in the streets out there because everybody, you know what I'm talking about, looked up to me for being in the hood and stuff like that. And it's crazy. The hood look up to the hood and the outskirts look up to the hood too because they want to be something like me. And that's just been my persona. Like as I grew up the whole time, I used to throw parties and everything in Memphis. Everybody know me in Memphis. Oh man, that's why my name so big right now. But I ain't gonna
Yeah.
get to you too strong too long.
No, yeah, no. And so like, what landed you in jail, prison?
My first charge was a robbery charge. They put the mastermind on me, and I'm gonna keep it real. Nice since I done did my time. I was the mastermind. I did plan the robbery, you know what I'm talking about, and one of my best friends, back then he snitched on me, and but that same best friend told me I gotta switch up and to blow up, and that really worked with me, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, my best friend snitched on me, but he in RP to that guy though, man, it's crazy.
Damn. So I know you got to feel like and not really some type of way, but I know it's got to hit close to home when you see cats getting snitched on by like rappers getting snitched on by somebody. If they're like, oh, so and so told. I know that's got to be like, oh man, when you see that.
Yeah, see, that's why I know this story so well. You know what I'm talking about? It's crazy to me, but at the same time, the crazy thing about me, bro, man, when bro got killed, I noticed I had love for a snitch, bro. You know what I'm talking about? And sometimes, man, if people make up these personas and these words and like, man, these folks snitching and these rules and stuff. But when it's your family or somebody you really came up with and you love, man, you still got love for them folks, but you gotta hide it. And it's crazy with our culture, bro. It's crazy.
It is crazy. Um, and I remember you mentioned being on stage with Dolph, right? Didn't Dolph bring you on stage? You said.
Yeah, Dolph and Key Glock. It was a Key Glock show. It was a Dolph show, and he brought Key Glock out. And Key Glock, my people with Key Glock, and then Dolph just showed me love, bro. Like everything happened in the right time. Just like I'm on here with you right now. Everything happened in the right time. I know I'm finna like take off. Cause I never really chose a side. Like I was always like in the middle. I ain't never had no beef with Gotti. Me and Gotti, y'all see us on plenty pictures and everything. Like and me and Dolph, I had just gravitated to him by being a real dude, a real stand up guy for the city, and he was really embracing everybody in the city. You know what I'm talking about? And he embraced so many of us. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. You know what I'm talking about? And Gotti kept the light from us, so we looked at him like it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You want to hold the shine, it is what it is. We're gonna let you stay over there, but everybody gravitated to Dolph, and that's why when he brought me on stage, I looked up to that dude. I gotta salute that dude still to this day.
No, yeah. So how was it? That was your first time interacting with Dolph, right?
My first time interacting with Dog was his first show. And I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. His first show in Memphis, the first show that I know of, we had the gold chain on. He was riding the leg back then. I was on a push. But we was in a club next to my brother them club in Memphis. You know what I'm saying? Man, it was out Mendenhall. And my guy got a tour with Dolph Entourage. And that's my first interaction. You know me, I'm always gonna be the big dog that gonna come through and be like, "My look, it is what it is." So I calm that whole situation down. Crazy thing about that situation, bro, is when it was the same dude that got into it with Dolph Entourage end up being Key Glock security guard. See, that's how the world works. You know what I'm talking about? End up being Key Glock security guard. So when he came to Georgia, I moved to Georgia. I'm a city, state to state kind of kid. You know what I'm saying? So when I moved to Georgia, I end up running back into the to this whole situation again, and there it was. You know what I'm talking about? And ever since then, they noticed I'm a city, state to state type of kid, and I seen them with how they were moving, and they really been love ever since then.
No, yeah, that's crazy. I remember you said that. I was like, we can't gloss over that. But that like leads me into like my next question, which I'm giving you a heads up on the video. It's a little choppy. It's like, well, it's not little, it's cutting, but we're gonna keep it rolling. This is gonna be a stream with that. So just letting you know if you see it and you see it like chopping up, it's all good. But I got a question though. So Key Glock. This is one of the questions you have for me, but I kind of got a twofold one. So Key Glock, he got the deal with Republic. What do, what do you feel about that? Do you think Dolph is looking down on him, like feeling proud? And the reason why I also like got the second part of the question is he recently came out and said he has no reason to go back to Memphis because when he met Dolph, after he met Dolph, he said he was able to he moved out of Memphis. He moved his whole family out of there. So like, what do you think about both of those scenarios?
I'm gonna keep it real. He doing the right thing. I never seen a move Key Glock really made that he ain't really calculated on. You know what I'm talking about? Why would you go back to Memphis? Like that's a no brainer. If I'm rich, why would I go back to Memphis? Especially if I move my family out. I think he said something about he moved his whole family to where he is.
Yep.
So if you move your whole family out and you making your family proud, man, why would you go back to Memphis to get in the midst of a war? Come on, man. That ain't real. But him doing the deal, I know Dolph proud because they say it was all in the plans. You know what I'm saying? Just because Dolph had a real what I'm gonna say, well, he had a real strong independent game. You know what I'm talking about? That don't mean he trying to make his young guys. He telling the young guy go get the money. That we told
Hmm.
the whole city. That we told the whole world, bro. Go get the money. And these folks is really crazy and get trapped up in the gangster matrix and forget to go get the money. Yeah, forget to pick up the bag. Come on, man. Come on, man. Like, I don't even understand these folks. Like, that's why I'm preaching to the hood, trying to let the hood know, man, look, it's a better situation out there. Even though you probably got a situation that and you making your situation great, whatever you got to do to make your situation great, keep on doing it. But go get the money, though, just like Dolph said. And that's why I feel like Key Glock on the right track of doing what Dolph told him to do. Because everybody heard that. So we know he ain't lying about that. He said, go get the money. So they don't keep like doing, go and get the money. He's still busting down chicks after Dolph has passed away. Like, they gotta, hey, if my guys doing that, y'all done made me proud. Especially all my name. For real, for real. So I know he made that money. He's still making that money proud. And that's a real dude. That's a real true statement, man. Salute to them hoes. Salute to the paper route daddy, yo. Key Glock. Man, y'all already know I'm doing this all the way from the west coast to Texas, man. And I'm saluting you guys, man. Shout out to them boys.
Well,
we doing.
I had a question, and this might be a messy question. What do you think about Dolph like looking down on Jay Fizzle with all these baby mamas and just like you think, you know what I'm saying? You think Jay Fizzle letting down Dolph?
Nah, cause he been doing that when Dolph was out. Dolph turned them up like that. Dolph turned everybody up to the point that certain hood cats, like that's cute to certain hood dudes. You know what I'm saying? Having a lot of kids. You know what I'm saying? So he really turned everybody up so tough to the point. That boy got about 20 some kids. That's crazy. That shows you how much Dolph got an influence on the city and people he put in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm just keeping it real. I'm not in that type of situation. I don't think it is what it is, but for a young dude who probably ain't never had nobody coming up, and you know what I'm saying, they looking at it like that. Like they probably one of them kids might be successful and make that mind blow up to a whole nother level. You never know what God got planned for that guy. You know what I'm saying? So I don't look at people's situation or down them or nothing like that. I cry
Uh-oh, think he dropped.
I'm probably looking like look still he's still out there chasing no junk. You know what I'm saying? Like Dolph had a cold spirit about himself. You know what I'm saying? Like I look at him as like one of us. You know what I'm saying? High class street kid. I'm like, y'all know how it go. Shout out to Filter too though.
No, yeah, shout out to Jay Fizzle. Thought I had to ask just to be like, I was seeing him with all them baby mamas, especially when he was on off the porch. I was like, golly, man, got all
Yeah,
your
he took
baby mamas there. Just piss one of them
yeah,
off, and it's gonna be a problem. But shout out to
but
Jay Fizzle.
you know it. Like with having them baby mamas, it's always gonna be somebody on. And he got so many, it's gonna be 4, 5 on get him a problem. But you know what I'm saying? That's how the world chasing that clout though. Like really, if I was Phil, I'm gonna keep it real. Being the playing Phil, check this. But I would do a reality show, bring all my baby mamas in it. You know what I'm talking about? And let's go and make some money off of it. Go get the money, Fizzle. You know what I'm talking about? You already got the line. He been doing this so long, you know what I'm talking about? And it's an old situation, him having all them baby mamas. You think them folks don't, the baby mamas don't want to go and jump on TV? That's why they come and mess with people like us, because we clouded up. So of course they want to jump on TV with us and do our thing. I put everybody in one household, put them cameras in that joint. Let's make them millions. Let's run it up. Blueface. Oh man.
Oh
For real.
man. So here's the next one. This is a good question. So, what all did DJ Paul do in Memphis before his beef with Yo Gotti? Of course, we know that he's 3 6 Mafia, ties. But like, what all did he do in your eyes in the city from a Memphisonian?
Man, let's keep it real. DJ Paul Blackhaven. Shout out to Blackhaven, DJ Paul, man. Look, man, DJ Paul, he did so much in the city as far as showing people how to. I ain't gonna lie, DJ Paul said, I showed y'all how to stay on beat. Like DJ Paul really like mastered the craft to the point that he could take your beat and add a little to it, you know what I'm talking about, sample it and take it to a whole nother level. DJ Paul was the real backbone to Memphis bassline, you know what I'm talking about? And the bassline traveled all around the world now. Everybody got a 3-6 type of beat, you know what I'm talking about? That real mean, gritty, wicked sound, you know what I'm saying? So DJ Paul did something that a lot of folks can't do, and that's create. You know what I'm talking about? Like create his own lane, and everybody follow behind it. Kind of like a Stan G. You know what I'm saying? Everybody follow behind it. After you do something that's great, and everybody see it's working out for you, man, a lot of folks start following behind it. But at the same time, I'm not gonna act like he twisted it up and made it go global. But there was a lot of people that was in the city who was making a certain type of sounds and stuff like that, like DJ Squeaky, DJ Zert, and they was making their own path too though. So when everything clashed together and their team came together, man, it made a real gumbo. That's the Memphis sound. You know what I'm talking about? And DJ Paul really made it global. You know what I'm talking about? DJ Paul got Grammys, you know what I'm saying, Oscars, things on that nature. So,
Yeah,
DJ Paul did so much different things in the game that a whole lot of folks can't even fathom the level that he on. You know what I'm saying? He was around Pimp C, you know what I'm saying, when Pimp C ended up, you know what I'm saying, unalive, so DJ Paul did things on a level that like a lot of folks only can imagine. You know what I'm saying? He been around the greats. He created with the greats, Andre 3000 and people on that level. You know what I'm saying? He's still doing his thing to this day. But he controlled the radios back then. Like DJ Paul, you always hear about DJ Paul, Mafia. He
Hmm.
created groups like the Sound Acoustic nigga, like his brother. You know what I'm saying? And then went around the world, the triplet flow, like them for rapid fast stuff like that. Like that came from the DJ Power brand. You know what I'm saying? DJ Power brand. If it wasn't the DJ Power brand, a lot of folks wouldn't stand the test of time, and there wouldn't be a lot of light on Memphis like it is right now. He made Memphis wicked. He made Memphis buck jump. He made Memphis like we talk like this, we walk like this. I think that really came from the 3-6 brand and the moniker of the whole thing of back then, the player flags and all them guys. You know what I'm talking about? The underground
Hmm.
rap saying made the people buck jump. Like we buck jump. We got a whole different dance tone. We got a way we even hit the pool or jump in the pool with y'all looking. We call it smack the pool. You know what I'm talking about? It's a whole nother mindset from a Memphis kid than around the whole globe. And that's just what it is. Oh my.
So like that's a good thing that you brought up that because Koopsta and all them like when 3-6 Mafia first was formed. Correct me if I'm wrong, because you're actually from Memphis, but I followed them too. But I look at documentaries and everything. I followed them growing up. They started out as horrorcore, right? They were doing a lot of horrorcore stuff to where like the Immortal Techniques and the Big Lurch back in Cali and all that. That's kind of where they started. And I remember back in the day, and still people even now are like, is 3-6 Mafia, did they start as devil worshippers? Because they said Koopsta was actually like practicing with some of that stuff. Juicy J was like, I ain't
Oh
touching it.
man, I ain't gonna lie. It's 3-6 Mafia. Just the name by itself, y'all know they was dabbing into, you know what I'm saying, wicked sensations back then. You know what I'm talking about? And the thing about this world, like, folks look at it like a bad thing, but you must have, like, it's a balance in the whole world. So you gotta have good with bad. But yeah, even Crunchy Black came out and said, man, we was really into it. You know what I'm talking about? If you call it Chant 3-6 and your mind gonna travel and see what's going on that other side. Everybody went down a rabbit hole to a certain extent. Let's keep it real. You know what I'm saying? So you look at a certain place for so long, and life ain't going how you want it to go. You might want to go to that place, but if you really, you know what I'm talking about, really got your mind on strong and everything going how you want it to go, then you ain't really thinking about it on that level. But yeah, 3-6 Mafia, yeah, it came from like the Devil's Playground. That's one of the album name, the Devil's Playground.
Hmm.
So they always rep that type of, you know what I'm saying, that type of I ain't gonna say they was they kind of went out on this was their image. I'm gonna say that was their image in the game. You know what I'm talking about? So they took that bad boy type of feel, and you know what I'm saying, that devilish type of feel, and created music behind it. And that's why the music went so far because it's real in anything you do. You know what I'm saying? Anything you step into, any type of realm you play in, you're gonna start seeing it play out in your life. And that's what I feel like happened with 3-6 Mafia. Some of them boys went all the way that way. And some of them boys just, you know what I'm saying, played on the outskirts, but they know what they were playing with though. They did know what they were playing with because you gotta know. And that's just me being grown and just putting everything out here just on the table because I'm a realist. I'm gonna tell the real. When you playing in certain type of realms, you know where you playing in. These folks ain't crazy. They made too many millions not to be crazy. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what's going on. But shout out to DJ Power, them 3-6
Yeah, shout out
Mafia,
DJ
Juicy J,
Paul,
them
Juicy
fucking
J,
J.
all 3-6.
Lil Chat, my sister, she called me all the time. Shout out to Lil Chat too.
Oh yeah, shout out. And then RIP Gangsta Boo.
R.I.P. Gangsta Boo, man. You
Man,
know what I'm talking about?
one of the
That
original
was a
queens of hip
hard
hop.
hit. Gangsta Boo was so much of a hard hit, bro. The whole city felt it. It was like everybody, big sister or little sister, ended up falling. And when I seen Lil Chat bracing it so hard, she stepped up in that ram and somebody we still can look to as a big sister. I love that about Chat. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I the Gangsta Boo brother hit me up. He was trying to come on the show before, and it was so much. turbulence around his name. That was one of the interviews I turned down. Like, bro, I love Gangsta Boo, and what Gangsta Boo put out here so long, bro. I don't even want to talk, bro. You know what I'm talking about? And then just off the streets, what the streets was telling me. You know what I'm talking about? R.I.P. to Gangsta Boo, man. You living through us now. You know what I'm saying? Especially Lil Chet.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Remember when that happened? It was super sad. So speaking of that, let's segue. Who is the overall king of Memphis in your eyes? There's a lot of people that like to crown him. You got Young Dolph, you got Yo Gotti, you got DJ Paul, and you can go back in the day and you throw the white man in there, Elvis. Who is the king of Memphis?
Man, know what I was gonna say. Man, look, man. Elvis, you shouldn't have brought that shit over to our city, man. I need to go to Elvis' grave site, man. But Elvis got one of the biggest houses in Memphis, though. Oh, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. He got one in Johnson Blackhaven in my hood. But Elvis, you brought that to our city, that King of Memphis stuff, and they been killing behind that King of Memphis stuff since we met you, man. I mean, we heard of Elvis, man. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody looked up to Elvis or something like everybody wanted to be the king, man. You know what I'm talking about? Nobody want to be the prince now. Everybody want to be the king. And me looking at that, man, who the real king of Memphis, Jerry Lawler even called himself the king of Memphis. You
Yep,
know what I'm saying?
the king.
Like, it's so many kings that it kind of made our brain cloudy. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I'm the king of Memphis. Let's keep it real. I'm the king of doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? Especially in my lane. But it's like a motivation type of thing. It's kind of like you saying, man, I'm the best at doing what I'm doing. But Memphis called the king of Memphis, and that make people feel a certain type of way when you say you the top. But when you the top, you the top, and a lot of these folks like DJ Paul, when he was the top, he was the king of Memphis. We gotta give it to him. When DJ Paul passed the crown down, Gotti was the king of Memphis. When Gotti missed his chance up and got into his situation, Dolph, he the king of Memphis. And Dolph is immortal now. You know what I'm saying? Like, he made that man so high to the point he immortal. So he the king of Memphis, and everybody saying in that. So now Gotti got to go ahead and man play his position and sit in the old man truck. And we can't look down on that because DJ Paul had to sit back. You know what I'm talking about? So God, it's just your time to sit back. So you know what I'm saying? Everybody had their chance to being the king, but now it's time for the Pooh Shiesty. Like Pooh Shiesty said, man, I don't see nothing but me. You know what I'm saying? I'm the king of Memphis. You know what I'm saying? He don't see nobody but Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? So now it's time to pass the crown down. And a lot of these folks get jealous when it's their time to pass the crown down. There's something I'm finna tell y'all in Memphis. We ain't finna do that. We ain't finna be getting jealous in the South. You know what I'm saying? The South know who the king of Memphis when they become the king of Memphis. You know what I'm saying? Because all the light is shining on you. And it is, but you gotta come back and you gotta support the city. You gotta make things happen. You gotta embrace these young dudes like Dog was doing. You know what I'm saying? Got it fake like he was embracing the city, but he really was stealing these young dudes' light. You know what I'm talking about? And that's what was going on. But the king of Memphis right now is young Dolph. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm looking and I'm side eyeing Pooh Shiesty right now because he can come up and be the king. But we gonna see how everything really fall and trickle down, especially on the situation that we talking about right now, the king. Oh my.
What do you I know we kind of maybe have talked about this with you and KP or you and Gang, but I don't know if we really got your full take. So like what do you think goes through Glorilla's mind? Because I know she was a Dolph fan. She rocked with Dolph. I think she might even put up a tweet before that when she was like, yeah, we bumped Dolph over here. But they got that picture that's done went viral multiple times back in the day where she was younger and he had his arm around her at like I think a basketball game or something like that. So what do you think like Glorilla, how she feels, being with Gotti, but then, knowing she still got love for Dolph?
Man, Glorilla playing her situation just like she's supposed to play her situation. She even calling herself the queen of Memphis now. Check Glorilla out. You know what I'm talking about? But a lot of folks were side eyeing her because she took pictures with Dolph and you know what I'm saying? She bumped Dolph. But she's a female. A lot of folks look at her as that. Just being a female. You know what I'm saying? So, like a lot of folks like who really just Dolph fans and really just really standing strictly strong behind that Dolph throne. They might not mess with Gorilla because she's sitting under Gotti over there. But Gotti know what he doing. He know how he playing the city. He always played the city against each other. He try to go take over the whole city. That was his always just playing the. I guess him being the king when he was the king. You know what I'm saying? Before he had to pass down the throne, he was forced to pass down the throne. Gorilla, man, they look at her just like somebody who ended up going over against the paper. You know what I'm talking about? But but at the same time, it's more behind this situation, man. You know what I'm talking about? And a lot of folks gonna see that. You know what I'm talking about? I think gotta have more. It's something else behind the Glorilla situation that God ain't telling everybody. You know what I'm talking about? And we gonna find it out more sooner than later because everything come to the light. But I feel like, you know what I'm saying, Gotti really got liking for Gorilla. That's why he dropped the biggest bag behind her. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, he on a business. He on some peace stuff. He on a business tip with her because he got somebody else playing the role that they want to play. You know what I'm talking about, far relationship wise. But Glorilla, she's just playing the game how it's supposed to be go. She came out saying she was a pimp. Then she pimped the one of the biggest guys that she can get a hold to, and then they putting money behind her ass. She taking off to the top. Yeah, Glorilla, she right now. She doing her thing. You know what I'm talking about? And we can't knock that. We can't knock no pimp for doing a pimp thing. She pimping God over there, and she know what she doing. You know what I'm talking about? That's why Drake didn't really get that close to her. You know what I'm talking about? Because usually when Drake come and see you, you gonna leave with a feature. Six Red level with a feature. Everybody level with a feature, but Glorilla had to keep them legs closed, so Drake couldn't get that feature. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Drake for his dad from Memphis, man. For real.
That's funny. I think
Dad
it may have
from
been
Memphis.
somebody else, but no, that may have been somebody else. But I thought I saw like Diddy was approaching Glorilla before, and they was like, "Nah, you gotta stay away from that." So they
Yeah,
making
see,
sure Glorilla ain't getting touched.
yeah, see, Sexy Red, the one who really out her loose. That's why she keep her spot in the guy. She loose. She like this. Hey, but that's why she just shot up. Like Glorilla, like, ooh, I better go ahead and twerk a little harder. You see, she throwing that thing back now. She making that thing jump like this. I'm like, dang, okay, Glorilla coming out with the sex appeal because she used to be on some gangster type of level, like she was bucking and jerking and stuff, and now she throwing that thing back, making that thing jump like this. I'm like, whoa, look, Glorilla. She's showing out because that's how they get paid in the game. You gonna do whatever you gotta do to get paid in the game, and she a pimp, and she come from Memphis making easy money, pimping in style. And for real, you gotta understand her level on things. Like she ain't playing with this. She really doing this. She really taking it to a whole nother level. And we gotta salute her for that. Pimp him out his socks.
No, that's a
Because he
fact.
before he get knocked by the cops. Pimp him out his socks before he get knocked by the cops. Yeah, how did it go?
Oh
Hey,
man.
shout out to Gorilla though. Oh my.
So got a few more for you. So that's another good segue to this. So y'all talked about this as well, but I think Gang gave more of his theory and all that. But I want to so Yo Gotti and QC. Y'all brought it up with the Glorilla and Gloss Up situation. And do you really think that there's beef between them two? Like, it seems like I don't know if it's like a real beef, if it's a competition beef. What are you thinking between Yo Gotti and QC?
Alright. Oh my. Let's go and break this situation all the way down. Peep game. QC over the old Gucci. You feel me, Jet? Peep game. QC signed B.O. Kenny, a known op to Gotti. The whole city
Mm,
know that. One of Gotti's biggest ops, Young Mob. QC when they signed him, just like 2 years ago when the bidding war, we broke the bidding war. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Ward and everybody. QC outbidded everybody to get B.O. LeKinney. Why would you go sign B.O. LeKinney and you know this that my main ops in the city? Yo got it, main ops is Young Mall. Okay, QC, see, yo got it, go over there and sign Glorilla. What QC do? They turn right back around and sign Glorilla best friend, Gloss. Now, Gloss and Glorilla not talking no more at all. I'm just sitting back watching the whole play. They not talking no more at all. But Gotti, thinking he's smart, he try to go over there and eat with QC on the low. On the low with Lil Baby. So he go sign 4-2 dub with Lil Baby.
Mm.
What else happened? Nothing. 4-2 dub and Lil Baby put the Lil Band together. And 4-2 dub, he still ain't popping right now. When he got out, he still didn't go up because there's so much friction and turbulence over there with the QC brand and the CMG brand. So me looking at that whole situation, knowing Gotti done did stuff to Gucci Mane wife and Gucci Mane say he dropping on his same day, but Gucci Mane standing firm with QC everywhere he go to, like even at the main places. You don't see QC standing next to Gotti, never. You know what I'm saying? I never seen him standing next to Gotti. You know what I'm saying? And it's trickling all the way down to the Moneybag Yo situation. Like they were trying to compare Moneybag Yo and Lil Baby and all them type of situations. But if you notice how the features be going, it's one side of the game and it's the other side of the game. So you got to pick a side. And that's just how I'm looking at their whole situation. Them boys to pick the side and they ride on their side. You know what I'm talking about? And that's just how it's going. Oh, man. We ain't stopping it all. We popping it all.
That's crazy. Now that does make sense when you break it down like that. It's like just little petty things. That but the craziest thing is that whole beef with Yo Gotti and Gucci's over a female, and it's almost
Over
like
a female, man.
did Gucci get
The
with her
list.
before he like when he was with her before he got with her? Did he know or did he know like did he find out after like oh you messed with Gotti now I'm mad?
But the same female ran off on Plies. Like the same female really been in the midst of a whole lot of situations that everybody's saying like, oh, she really with she really with it. You know what I'm talking about? Like I'm looking at Keisha like man, but you know, like you can't tell nobody who to fall in love with because Gucci done fell in love and you know when you fall in love, I don't know if it just make you it made them a little soft to the game. And because, in the other situation probably could have been looked over, but now it went too far because that situation trickled down to the album dropping, man. The album dropping, you hanging with my ops and him hanging with Jeezy. Now you see Gotti and Jeezy, like they butted up because they got the same ops, man. You know what I'm talking about? And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And that's the whole play. You know what I'm talking about? They divide and conquer is real, man. And that's just what Gucci. That's why Gucci came inside the whole Memphis. He got the whole city hot behind the beef with him and Gotti. He signed people from Gotti actual hood. And you think Gotti can go back and mess with these cats? See, he messed up the whole ecosystem in Memphis. But he dropped everybody. But you think Gotti want to pick up somebody that Gucci Man dropped and he get the leftovers? That's how he gonna feel. No, I don't want the leftovers. You can keep them guys. I don't care if they from my hood or not. So they bring more drama in the hood. And you gotta be a thinker to see that. You know what I'm talking about? And Gucci played it all the way out. And he ain't want nobody but Pooh Shiesty. Just keep it real. That's why he dropped everybody else and he back on and then he back on bidding though. You know what I'm saying? When Shiesty get back out, now back on bid. He gonna do some features with Shiesty and Shiesty gonna bring his name back into the light because Gucci ain't even the same Gucci no more. Let's keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Folks ain't looking at Gucci like that. But
Nah,
that's just what's
he
going on. Oh my.
ain't on Birds in the Kitchen or whatever. What was the name of that? He ain't the old Gucci. The Gucci with the gut to me is the one that everybody like gut Gucci. When
Exactly.
when
That's
he
the
got
one I bumped out
skis.
by I trapped to. I thought
Yeah,
I was Gucci back in the day. I was trapping in there. I'm bumping it. I'm like, no, I'm really getting like Gucci. What he made you feel it in his soul, like you really doing something. Right now, I can't feel Gucci like I used to feel Gucci. He ain't the same dude, man.
nah, he don't hit the same no more. Let's keep it 100. Do you feel that Whack 100 got Big U locked up?
Oh man, did Wag 100 get Big U locked up? Let's keep it real. I told Wack himself, man, you got two took out the board. Let's keep it real, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Wack He ain't. I can't say he wouldn't put the handcuffs on him, but he did make that situation shine bright though. You know what I'm talking about? He made everybody look at the situation, and the situation was going on so long. I'm like, okay, how you figure he gonna get locked up? He was like, man, they gonna get him locked up less than a month. He's like the top of the next month or the end of this month. He really said top of next month, but they came and got him that month. I was like, dude, really know what he talking about. But the turbulence was already out there. Them fools was already spreading around the whole internet. They had to go get Big U before he fled the country. So yeah, Wack ended up putting he made the situation 10 times hotter. Let's say that. He made the people he gave them the investigation. So he made them people rush and go get him. Man, what he did is what he did. He a grown man. He shouldn't have been doing all them things, messing with them people in the game like that. He's a grown man though. But Wade made the situation 10 times hotter. And Wade know this. He ain't no slow guy. You know what I'm saying? Wade just gonna play the media like he gonna play the media. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. So Wade looking at him like, and I ain't even know they got into it somewhere out. This in the paperwork. But now it made sense why Wack really hated that man. You know what I'm talking about? Like I can't really go chop him down because he got them hitters with him. I can't beat him up because he a jacker. He really out there throwing them thing. He hitting hard. So at the same time, he kept nitpicking with him until he got him off the board. And it's a cold gold world. It's a cold gold game. Oh man, you should have knew he was gonna do something like that because like he ain't had no other choice. And tell you the truth, these street guys ain't got no loyalty, no street clothes no more. The street clothes been out the window. And I'm here to tell y'all, man, just like the bro said, man, the industry fake, the streets fake, the streets is a myth. It really is. Let's keep it real, man. These folks ain't got no street code no more. These folks getting you off the board however they can get you off the board. And then what Wack did, man, he played that man like he was a kid, man. And you seen Big you about to cry, man. Y'all seen a big gangster about to cry almost when before he locked himself up. I mean, before he wanted to turn himself in. That man, like nobody didn't see nobody. Like dude got the one of the biggest names in the West Coast as far as cripping goes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
He's
and
Debo.
y'all see him about to break. He breaking down like that. Like he know he was done. He know what Wack did. He said everybody who over there, everybody who reporting about this, he knew the media really got him messed up. But that's to show y'all, like it's a different day in life, bro. Stop following these folks. Stop, man. Get out the gangster matrix, bro. Because that was gonna take you out, man. These folks on the media, like they gonna spit what they gonna spit because it's money to get. But the news been doing it. But at the same time, now we got our hands on it, and this information getting around so fast. Like they gonna have to go pick folks up soon. They say stuff in a minute because they gonna end up putting the word out. And some of these folks gonna start fleeing the scene. It just gotta be one smart person to do it, and everybody else gonna be like, "Oh, these folks call on them and flee the scene real quick." But they on top of your head though. Yeah, Big U, Wade. I ain't gonna even lie. Yeah, Wade made this situation 10 times harder, so he made him come and get him a little quicker. He ain't get him locked up, but he made him come and get him a little quicker though, for sure. Oh man.
All right, here's the last one we'll do. Let's talk about some a little more serious and more tragic. Tyree Nichols. What do you want to
Yeah,
talk about on the Tyree Nichols situation? I see that they got
money.
the second trial in the beating death of Tyree Nichols. So what's the word out there in Memphis, and what are your sources saying is going on with this whole situation
Man,
from the
Tyree
2023
Nichols.
killing, right? Yep.
Yeah. Now that situation, man, is deep because the police, man, y'all messed up y'all messed up with this one. Because think about it, y'all gotta hold y'all self accountable. You know what I'm saying? They didn't sued the city and everything about this situation. But the city still crying out for Tyree Nichols. Because Tyree Nichols got beat down, got jumped by the police in East Memphis, man. You know what I'm saying? In a spot that I didn't really live there. And it made national news. We got the presidents, the mayors, everybody coming out speaking. Pamela, uh, uh, everybody coming speaking out about this situation because this situation hurt the hood, bro. This situation hurt the hood. And think about it, if we don't take this situation, man, Very serious. Man, it can keep on trickling down into somebody in your family get messed up on this situation. Cause it's the Scorpion unit. These folks thought they was the real jump out boys, get them up and beat them down type of unit. And they took their job a little too far, man. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm riding with the city. The right is right, wrong is wrong. You know what I'm talking about? But at the same time, man, it's justice for Tyreek Nichols, bro. You know what I'm talking about? His mama on the stand crying, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Dude went number like 30 years old, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all done took this man's whole life away from him. You know what I'm talking about? And dude was really running, trying to get away from them clowns. Yeah, them boys clowns. You know what I'm talking about? Run away from them clowns, man. You know what I'm saying? And it end up being our own people to take our own people out. Y'all let the white folks go get y'all chick to take our own people out, and then they took everybody off the board. Everybody. Man, it's sad, man. And I understand why his family mad, man. Cause that was
Hell
my little
yeah.
brother, man.
Go ahead.
If that was my little brother, man, I go burn the city down with him. Man, they were riding behind it. They were riding everything behind it, man. It ain't no joke when people trying to just live their life, walk and come on, bro. I walk everywhere for exercise. I walk everywhere. They make my mind start going. So if I walk out here and somebody end up doing me, man, you know how many people would be behind it, especially when the police doing it. You trying to get stay away from the police. Come on, man. These folks got no better than that, man. You know what I'm saying? And then these police get back out on bond. Man, folks who catch murder charges on an extent like that, beating the person to death, man, you don't see no bond. No folks ain't getting out. That's why you know the system is wicked in Memphis, man. Oh
Yeah,
man,
that's what I'm
I
saying.
ain't gonna
They
speak
say
too
it's
long
one of the
on
most
that.
corrupt systems out there when it comes to the system and the police and all that good stuff, just with all the stuff that goes on. Yeah,
Yeah, the
crazy.
system. Everybody see the system and stuff. Even with the Dolph case, they trying to figure out what's going on with this situation, how this dude getting out, how this dude doing this. So I bring it to the forefront, and I interview some of the people who they currently speaking on. But I can't get in the grave and speak to the dead. That's the only thing I hate about the situation. If I can get a Tyree nigga standpoint, man, y'all probably it probably blow the roof off these cases because they ain't gonna tell it all, and then the cameras ain't even show it all. But at the same time, man, it's more behind every situation. That's the only thing I'm saying about the whole thing.
Oh yeah, man. R.I.P. to Tyree Nichols, and condolences to the family and
Condolences to his
prayers to
family.
him. Cause man, that's just I can only imagine seeing your kid burying your kid, man. You ain't supposed to be doing that ever, man. That's
Man,
shouldn't even be
blood,
a thing.
man, condolences to his family. R.I.P. to Tyree Nichols, man.
Yes,
The
sir.
pop way.
I think that's all we got for today. We'll let you get out of here in a little under 45 minutes. Anything you want to say to the
4 for
people?
4. Oh man, y'all already know what it is, man. Memphis Stan G on YouTube, IG, Stan G 1000. Y'all run them like so, keep me hyped up, man. Y'all want me still on the show? Y'all want me come through for some more, man? I gave y'all the 4 for 4. If y'all want the five, y'all run them like so, man, and tell me what y'all want to hear. And man, Holly J, Holly the pop way, man. Y'all already know we going crazy. Oh man, Stan G, man, this is a tag team event, man. Y'all already know. Oh man, we ain't stopping it all. We popping it all, man. Run them lights up, keep me hyped up though. For sure. Oh
Let's get
man.
it. Appreciate you, Stan G. Keep doing your thing, big dog. And we're gonna keep running it up, man.
Alright, I got you.